Daddy. Okay, I'm gonna be professional. But you know, this is my brother. Fishbowl Network. Y'all checking me out. Money Talks, baby.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday.
Hump day.
Yep, hump day.
Let me get this together. Ooh, my face ashy. And you said Bethel's coming to?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's Brady. Hey, B.
Yo, what's up, everybody? The Awesome Collab Money Talk. Got my sister in the building with me. We're going to chop it up for a little bit.
I'm excited. I've never been interviewed by Ray.
Man, I was running all day yesterday. After we left, I went and wrote some contents. I was running all day yesterday.
Oh, that's good. I saw you on your Snap.
Yeah.
That's great, right? But just to be outside, too, that kind of like just pushes you.
Right.
Somehow, some way.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. It's something in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
That's back around.
All right, man. Let me see if I can.
Come on, DJ. Jack all trades, guys.
A.m. to 1 p.m. Central. This is my show. You'll be able to hear all things regarding money, success, and personal development. Tune in on Wednesday in the Great Stream. Jump in.
Good morning. This is the Ray. This is the Austin Collab Money Talk. Happy Wednesday. It's June 7th. We're in a new month. Also closing out the second quarter of the year. Again, this is the Austin Collab Money Talk. We are streaming live on the Fishbowl Radio Network. We're also streaming live right now on Facebook. And if you're on Facebook, you can see I have a very, very special guest in the studio with me. My sister, Marical Mitchell of Upper Echelon Socks.
Woo woo.
Yep, got her in the building. We're going to be talking entrepreneurship. She has an amazing event coming up on Sunday, June 11th. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get all into that. We're going to get into her products, which I'm a huge fan of. And yeah, we're going to chop it up. This is the Austin Collab Money Talk. We're streaming live. We're also on the Fishbowl Radio Network. That's fbrn.us. You can check us out there. I'm going to play one more song, and we're going to jump right into it. This is my boys Ray Schrimmer, Eardrummers, by Chance.
I'm over here jamming. How you see who's live?
What up, Brian? Here, come right there. We can bring it right here, too, though. Oh, yeah, make sure you
What's
share.
up, Brian?
Yeah, make sure you share it on your
Right.
Got the link to the socks up there. You know what I mean? To the.
Boom. There it is.
Go ahead and keep that right now.
I just want to copy and paste. Lazy.
Oh, yeah, you can just share it, I think.
Oh, just share it.
I think that's what.
I look crazy. Yeah.
Hey, y'all call us. Hit us up. 214-556-6239. Leave some questions in the comments. Hope everybody having a blessed day. Hope everybody having a positive day. Sending peace and love to everybody out there. Get out and make it happen. Be great. Focus on today, being the best version of yourself possible today. Yesterday is behind you. Don't push the future, the present. Focus on the present.
Speak that knowledge.
Let's go.
We live on Facebook.
Yo, good morning, everybody.
Hey.
Got my girl in the studio with me.
Hey.
We about to chop it up. What's going down on Sunday, though?
Look, sock it to me, baby. All white 30 extravaganza. Boxing space is 4 to 8. This is gonna be an extravaganza. This third inning, we going all out, baby.
Already.
Okay.
All right. This is the Austin Collab Money Talk. It's June 7th, Wednesday, broadcasting live in Arlington, Texas. And I have a very, very special guest live in studio with me, Marical Mitchell.
How y'all doing?
My sister from another mister.
Definitely all day.
How you doing, young lady?
Everything is wonderful, blessed, not stressed, with an S on my chest.
Already, you looking good. Looking real good. Got your logo on here.
You know, gotta be branded everywhere I go.
Hey, absolutely. So, for those of you who don't know, my sister Marical Mitchell is an entrepreneur, and she has a very unique and excellent business. Can you please just tell the people a little bit about Upper Echelon Socks?
Upper Echelon Socks. That is my life. I love Upper Echelon Socks because, well, first off, let me go all the way back. So originally, I got the name Upper Echelon when I was in college. I was always an entrepreneur. I always wanted to do something to make my own brand, my own style. Even when I was a kid, I used to wake up, when I was like second, third grade, and I just really wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I used to go, cut yards, wash cars. Like, I've always been a person that wanted to make my own way, run my own business. But
I've been like that.
Yeah, but Upper Echelon really started like when I was in college. I was just trying to figure out a way of, a good name, something that would be elite, something that would stand out, something that someone would recognize once they saw it. So I created the name Upper Echelon, and first it started with Upper Echelon Enterprise.
I remember that.
Yeah, like Upper Echelon T-shirts, Upper Echelon this and that. But ultimately, my favorite thing that I really like to do was socks. I've always loved socks. I've always had a passion for socks. I was a person that always had like fresh sneakers and fresh socks. So anyway, long story short, I by trade at the time, I was doing mortgages, and I love mortgages, made all this money and stuff, but I was putting in 90 hours, and I wasn't making, I was making money, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy internally. Right. So I was like, you know what, let me figure out a way, and let me go back to the original thing that I really wanted to do, which was socks, and I bought my first knitting machine. Once I did that, then we have a small business today.
A small business today. So when did you first start it? How long have you essentially been in business right now?
I launched Upper Echelon Socks June 5th of 2015, and I have not worked a day since.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's saying a lot, because I know being an entrepreneur is extremely hard.
Gosh, you have no idea.
Right, yeah. I do have an idea. I'm doing it too, but so just talk a little bit about you actually getting back to your passion, socks. Like, most people probably wouldn't think that
would be something somebody be
passionate
about.
Yeah. So when did you start liking socks?
I would say when I was a kid, because I used to go to the World Trade Center Dallas, and I don't know if you're familiar with that. All World Trade Centers are different, but here in Dallas, that's where all the products go before they go to the malls. So I used to see like big showrooms of socks, and I like the way socks, like just the comfort of socks, just the makeup of them, the material, the way it grips your feet and your legs, how you can be active in them, just the prints of them, it just gives you a little bit of personality. So
you got something with you?
Come on now, right?
All right,
everywhere I go.
You're describing it. Let's show the people what we're working with.
Okay. So,
those ones you're rocking right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, these are the ones I have on right now. Let me see if I can give you a little thigh action. Okay. You can't see that good. But these are actually my unisex dress socks. And these right here, I actually just rolled out with these. I'm kind of testing them out. A lot of people love them. I love them personally because they're like, they're dress socks, but you can still like go to the gym afterwards, which makes it a little bit easier than having to switch your socks or having to worry about your socks thinning out. Right. A lot of people don't realize the more moisture.
I do work out in mine.
Right.
I got some in my gym bag right now. I got the blue paisley.
Oh, see? And that was one of my favorites. I almost wore those today, too.
I got the original version, you know what I'm saying? You done got a lot, you done stepped it up a lot since you first started.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I had to go through a lot. It took me 10 months to get it all the way crafted.
And I want you to talk about that 10-month period when it comfortable right now, but still, go show the socks off first.
Okay.
He's one of my favorite right here.
The Dallas Skyline. Yeah, the Dallas Skyline. I mean, if anybody knows, Texas represents our state hardcore. I have so many friends that, just wear Texas stuff. But ultimately, I just try to do designs that kind of cater to everybody. A lot of men are picky. Let me tell you about that. Because men, some of them, like this man, like most men that are 60 plus, they'll come in and be like, hey, I want those Fruit Loops on my feet at 6 years old, and other men be like, okay, you know what? I just like all, dark socks. So it's just, they kind of tricky when it comes to socks, but it's just me figuring it out and really just getting better and better every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyways, but the socks, I knit them and then I print on them. All of them have like a padded cushion at the bottom. Let's see. These are one of my very popular styles, which is the Galaxy.
Yeah, those are super popular.
Yeah, so
I sold a few pair of those Galaxy socks.
Yes, see he's number one supporter. That's my guy right there. But yeah, so these are like my number ones that everybody really enjoys. I also here at the bottom of the sock, I have a towel-like cushion here, if you can kind of see. And that's just really to absorb moisture, as well as when you put your socks on, you don't go straight down to the ground. And then also, I sew my toes on last, so it'll be as seamless as possible. And then last but not least, just a couple different features. I put this blue band here at the top of the sock, so when you have your socks on for a long period of time, it doesn't indent your skin. So, it's very scientific when you break it all the way down. A lot of people don't really realize how much you have to put into making socks, but that's why I'm very passionate about it.
Absolutely, 100%. You got any of those ankle socks in there too?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I sure do.
Yeah, so while you getting those, for y'all who follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, you probably seen me at a few markets actually out here selling the socks. We're going to talk about those markets as well. But one of the questions that I always get asked, and if you could just answer this for the people who may be watching or listening, I know you have a few set designs. Do you do like any custom orders? If, any organization or someone wants like a special design, do you do anything like that?
Oh, absolutely. That's another reason that I also do socks. I like to brand people, especially with socks. A lot of people don't do that. They do a lot of T-shirts and whatever else, but socks aren't a hot commodity. And so I definitely try to do that for restaurants, churches, schools, anything that I can really do to do socks, especially some quality socks. And I actually have a pair that I've done. This is actually a basketball team that I did, but it's actually biblically inclined, but it's the North Texas Elite. So I knit them. All of them have the blue heel toe, same setup, it's template formatted, sublimation printing, and go from there.
So if someone's trying to do a custom order, is there like a minimum requirement or member number that you prefer? Or
Absolutely. Because like I said, they're knitted and, it takes time and effort. It takes me about 2 weeks of knitting, 7 days of printing, 5 days of embroidery and packaging. So typically my minimum
you got
order
it down, baby. Okay.
My minimum order is 30, but in some cases, depending on how difficult the design is, I can do about 10.
All right. What if they pay more? Can you make an
I can
exception?
do anything with more money. Yes.
Okay, then. All right. And how much do a pair of these socks cost for the regular size?
Okay. These right here, these and the dress socks, these are 15 each, or 2 for 25. Or the ankle socks are 10, or 2 for 17. And then if you do one of the short socks and one of the long socks, that's 21. Now, this is with me giving you that promotion. Now, when you go to my website, they're 15 each or 10 each. So,
what's your website?
My website, www.upperechelonsocks.com. And that's UpperEchelonsocks.com.
All right. What about your social media? Where can they find you?
Upper Echelon, I'm everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Tinder. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you can find me anywhere. Upper Echelon Socks. Just put that in. Put it in Google. You'll see me come up. Put in sock connoisseur. You'll see me come up as well.
Right on. Okay, so you mentioned something earlier, and I want to kind of go back to that point because I feel fortunate and blessed, to be a friend, to see you from the start of your journey to where you got now. Your socks, they've got so much better, super quality sock. Like I said, I own multiple pairs of socks, and when you wash them, they still hold their shape, hold their form, and they still fit nice. But you said you went through a long process to get to where you're at now. Two things, can you just walk us through that process, and what did you learn by going through it, more importantly?
I would definitely say that my biggest thing that I learned, I'm going to start there, is patience. Because, honestly, like, you really want to get something, not, let's just say right now, but you really want to get it done. Us being humans, we want to get it done and, just move to the end to, see.
Don't work like that, do it.
Exactly. So you really have to put that work in and just kind of like have a vision. And ultimately, you have to see it all the way. Like, for me personally, I look at things from at least a 5 or 10 year scale. So I look at myself now and see where I'm going to be in the next 5 years. But just to kind of talk about this 10-month process.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was working, I'm putting in 90 hours, staying up all night trying to get everything in order for me to get these socks going. So my process with the socks, I actually had to figure out how to, first off, knit the sock. What fabrics I needed, what about the wear and tear with the washing machine, how people, a lot of people don't even realize how much moisture in their feet. But just like,
I didn't realize that.
Oh my gosh.
But when you get in like a pair of socks that's not that good, you can start feeling, they start sliding down on you.
Exactly.
I hate that.
Exactly. And that's really what I had to figure out, Ray. I had to figure out, just the longevity of the sock, the fabrics, the washing and the drying, the printing, the more moisture in your feet, to how to not make your socks thin out, all that. But ultimately, another thing that I had to figure out was, how can I move my product and work for myself and not have to work for anyone else? That was one of my biggest challenges.
That's amazing.
Yes. So
that's amazing. I don't want to ever work for anyone else again either. So how do you move your product? Tell the people that, because I'm still figuring out how to move my ebooks. Hey, y'all check out my website, theaustincollab.com. I got an ebook for sale. It's only $13. Yes. Yeah, so go check that out. But yeah, how do you move your product? How do you sell your socks?
Okay, so I was like, okay, what can I do? Because I'm launching it, and I'm not looking back, working for anybody else. I'm not doing anything. And matter of fact, I'm actually licensed in all 50 states to do mortgages. So I still do mortgages, but I'm gonna come back to that independently. Anyway, okay, so what I really came up with is I was like, okay, let me think about how people, move their products without having to get it in stores right now, and that can kind of get revenue back quickly. So I started researching, and I found that the local farmers markets here in Texas, meaning I've done Houston, I do Dallas, Coppell, Flower Mound,
I've done a couple of these too.
right, Carrollton, all of them. But
Yeah.
I get them out in the community based off of just, locally.
I like that.
Yeah, locally. And
I like that.
it's really like it's not too much as far as overhead, meaning you have to spend so much on, rent or, things like
Advertising,
that. Exactly.
Marketing, Facebook ads.
It's automatically there. I'm not to say that this will be a forever thing, but if you can get into the markets and kind of not necessarily take over, but dominate in that aspect where you can kind of get, revenue quickly, then it just will help. So I do that now, and it's just been a blessing.
And you know what, Marical? A lot of companies, clothing companies, have started off that same way. Or going to trade shows like FUBU, Damon John. He started off, start in the community, on the ground in the footwork. And I've actually, be honest with you guys, I'm taking a page out of her book, and trying to incorporate some things that she's done into my business, as far as actually lacing up the boots and going out and getting in front of people.
Absolutely.
And I've actually done a few of these markets, and I actually enjoy it. It's like pure entrepreneurship. Absolutely. Can you just tell us a little bit about that experience and actually selling face to face? Because I mean, your old job, you're probably on the phone a lot.
Right.
So talk about that market experience and actually selling face to face.
Now, when I tell you I love the farmers markets, I love them. The only thing I don't like is that heat. Boy, it would get on your butt.
Ooh,
it would take you down. It was the Texas heat. But ultimately, I really, really love people, first off. So that's one thing that I can kind of connect with them, look them in their eyes, and tell you how passionate I am about my socks.
Right.
So it's something that I love doing, just as far as people goes anyway. But it's just really an awesome experience because you really are getting out there in the nitty gritty. And, you have to understand that you're going to deal with a lot of no's or a lot of maybes or a lot of I'll come back or, hey, those are nice, but you're not in my budget. So you have to be able to understand that and, withstand that. But I've been in sales pretty much my whole life. So I just, it makes me get better and stronger.
Absolutely. And I just kind of want to go back to one thing you just said, it's out of my budget price, which, I think they're affordable, but some people honestly might not be able to afford it. But one lady came up to me, she was like, oh, that's too much for a sock. And I'm like, compared to what type of sock?
Exactly.
Are you comparing it to?
Right. Exactly.
And this is a custom-made, creative, unique, and quality sock.
Right.
At that.
Right. That you would have for a lifetime.
Right, right. So, being an entrepreneur is not all peaches and cream. It's not, all glory or anything like that. But I'm just, again, impressed that you're still here. You're still trucking. You're still moving along. Got a great event coming up on Sunday. We're going to talk about that here in a second. Woo! But just before we get to that, can you just tell us, what did you do to overcome some of those early challenges, as you were still figuring things out and finding your way?
Right. Honestly, I just give all glory to God. Let me just say that.
Straight up.
Because, it's just been times where I was just like, you know what, Miracle? I'm used to making $100K plus and, going down to, let's just say, making $30,000 or, $20,000, $15,000, barely making it, barely paying my car note, all those.
A lot of people don't want to make that sacrifice, though.
Exactly. So I just really, I really just stay positive. I keep my mindset in a state of mind where I am moving forward no matter what. I put that work in no matter what, and I just always prevail. And I think it just really starts with the mindset, and as long as you have a vision and you see your ending vision at the end of the tunnel, that nothing can defeat you. All
right, great. So just to follow up on that question about the vision, and you told me that you're looking always 5-10 years down the line.
Right.
Where do you see Upper Echelon Socks in 5 or 10 years, or what is the long-term goal or your vision? If you don't mind sharing that with us.
Of course, Upper Echelon will be the number one, top 3. I'm not going to be too cocky, but number 1, top 3 on the planet. The best sock. I will cater to kids, newborns, all the way up to age 90. I'm going to be in hospitals. I'm going to be in churches, restaurants, everywhere that you can possibly be. Upper Echelon will be.
I love that. Let me hold something.
We're gonna be there together.
I already know.
Yes,
That's amazing. And guys, I just want to just kind of emphasize the importance of having a vision.
Absolutely. Of
looking, down the line. And the other thing I want to point out, she just said something. And a lot of successful people do this. They make bold predictions. It's not like she said because she's cocky. It's because she's confident. She believes in her product. She's working on her craft. You guys, she did the research to see what was going to give her the best chances, making sales. So she's putting the work in. It's not just like, I just want to be great and not put in the work. So
absolutely.
That is amazing, Miracle.
Thank you.
Definitely thank you for sharing the vision. Got a lot of big things coming up, which leads us to this Sunday. This Sunday, June 11th, I'm gonna be working the door, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come holler at me at the front door. Say what's up to your boy. But tell us what's going on Sunday, man.
You see it. 3rd annual Sock It To Me fashion show and showcase.
Yeah.
We got 7. Now I just found out we got 10 of the hottest designers around town. It's gonna be an all-white extravaganza. We're having a live band, free food, free drinks. I mean, it's an awesome networking experience. It's just a great mixer. I put a lot of love and passion into anything I do. This is the 3rd annual. Last year, it was crazy.
It was super packed.
Super packed. I mean, I try to at least aim for, I don't want it to be too crazy, but I mean, at least 100, 150 people, something like that, because I'm not trying to like get it too overly crowded, but just enough so, people are like-minded, meaning people that are up and coming as far as designers are concerned, on my same level. I can give them a chance to showcase their work, and let them just, experience and network and kind of get, stuff out there. So, it's really going to be great. 4 to 8 at the Lofty Spaces. Free food, free drinks. We're having giveaways. Have an awesome MC, Eddie V. Valentine Divine.
What's up, cuzzo?
He is the best number one guy that you will probably ever meet.
Yes,
and
sir.
I have the DJ Junebug, which is an awesome DJ all
around. I know him. Yeah.
All around the DFW Metroplex. It's just going to be a great event. Please come out. You can bring the kids, family, grandma, granddaddy, everybody.
You had me at free food.
Right.
But hey, you look, if y'all on Facebook, I know we got a few people checking us out right now. The link is in my status. You can go there, get your tickets. It's going to be a great event. I will not steer you wrong. Last year it was crazy. She had to move to a bigger venue.
I did.
Where is it at again? Tell us where it's at.
It's at the Lofty Spaces, which is like right, like Lamar, right past the police department. Mm-hmm. It's right in that area. So it's Lofty Spaces off of Montgomery. Kind of get there early if you can, just so you can have a seat. I'll be there pretty early, but ultimately just, it's going to be a great experience. So just come out, bring the family, and have a blast.
Yes, I'm really, really looking forward to it. You're going to have any live music there?
And we having live music.
Right.
Yes. I got a few local, I don't know if you guys heard of Friday's Foolery, but they will be in the building.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's going to be a super dope event. Come out 4 to 8. If you're following us on Facebook right now, the link is in my status. Go check that out. It's going down. We're gonna have a lot of dope stuff. I actually got a young man I think I need to connect you with. He got a little clothing line, so I'm gonna have to get him in touch with you. Actually, Pete Jacob, he put me in touch with him.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta definitely check him out.
Right. Yeah, he got a dope little clothing line. So I'm gonna need to tell him about it.
Gonna get bigger.
Yeah, she actually gonna be on the show in I think a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Right on. So.
I'm so proud of Ray, guys. He is an awesome man. He is a man that's doing what he said he was gonna do.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yeah, absolutely. So when are you gonna be back in the market out here in Dallas? If people want to come buy some socks from you.
Well, I am there. I'm at the Dallas Farmers Market every Saturday and Sunday. I do weekly markets also in Louisville. I do that on Tuesdays. That's typically 4 to 8. That's just now coming out. I post it typically on my Instagram. So if we can, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. But
where can they follow you on Instagram? What's your tell them where it's at.
It's Upper Echelon Socks on my Instagram, which is UPPERECHELON Socks SOCKS. Just follow me and I'll keep you updated. It's just really good to come out there anyway. I mean, they have fresh produce, fresh meat. You'll meet a lot of people. Anything that you really need locally. I would rather support the locals than, going to Walmart, just to kind of be for real, because it's a little bit more passionate or love into it in the product. So, yeah, come out and check me out, please.
Right on. So, man, thank you so much, Marical. We got a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? Because I still got to do my rapid fire questions. I don't know if you saw when we done that. I did it with my girl Chase. She posted up there. Did it with my boy P. I did it with all my guests. So we got to get to that. But I just really wanted to thank you for coming, taking time out your day to come up here and chop it up with your boy.
Absolutely.
It better not be the last time.
Never.
My mama told me to tell you what's up too.
Hi, mommy.
Yeah, she be critiquing my shows, telling me everything I done did wrong. So she's a tough critic.
Right.
She's a tough critic, but
it makes you stronger.
Right. But you just said one thing there before in that last question is about coming out and meeting new people. Can you just kind of tell people the importance of building relationships in the community and meeting people? Because I know you got to sell, or you ain't got no business, right?
Right, exactly.
But talk about the other, because I know you're always at different events, meeting and greeting, shaking hands, moving and shaking. She's a power connector, don't even know it yet. But let's talk about the importance of how, of building relationships and networking.
You don't even know. I will go to McDonald's. Well, I don't really go to McDonald's, but if I do go to McDonald's, I'm probably going to talk to at least 3 to 5 people.
Right.
And the importance of that is you have to be able to get your brand out there to let you know that you believe in yourself and you believe in your brand. And for me personally, I get out and talk to everybody because you just never know who you'll meet. It's so crazy because I literally just at the farmer's market here recently, last Saturday, I met this guy. We were just chatting, chit-chatting. I mean, he was, he liked the socks and all that. He didn't get any today or that day, but I got his card.
Right.
He's the CEO of AT&T in Dallas, like a region part of Dallas that he's the CEO on this side. Right, it's just very important that you, kind of open your mouth, just kind of show a little bit of your personality everywhere you go. Right. If you're looking, not necessarily looking to be an entrepreneur, but just if you're trying to brand yourself and get out there, it's always important to make conversation. That's just something, just to say hi. And I look at it as, if someone's having a bad day, just to say hi or, smile.
Right, yeah,
exactly.
Just speak. Very personable and always speaking.
Exactly. And so that's my main thing. That's why I'm always smiling or talking to somebody or being positive. So, you always, if you want to be the best that you want to be, you always need to make some type of contact or some type of communication, smile, gesture, anything with people.
Right, absolutely.
You just never know who you'll meet.
That's true. So it's definitely very, very important to build meaningful relationships. Be, open to talking to different people, meeting new people. And one thing that you said in there that I want to point out, guys, is especially for you entrepreneurs, you cannot be afraid to self-promote yourself.
Absolutely.
To promote your brand. You cannot be shameless about that. I just watched a video by Patrick Bet-David, and that was one of the things he said. You cannot be shameless about self-promotion, because how are people going to know who you are and what you do? Exactly. And it's a way you do it. And Marical, you can't be aggressive, but with your socks, I done seen this girl be in a venue
socks.
with her socks, and the guy come up to her, hey, can't be soliciting our clients, or stuff like that. But she's not shameless, and
not at all.
I don't think you're too aggressive because people go and buy it.
Right. Absolutely.
I remember one time we were out with Gene and. Actually, Brian, he was with us, and the guy who played the NFL, he bought like 4 or 5.
Oh, right, when we were out, watching what was that? Super Bowl, not Super Bowl, it was playoffs or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So how often does that happen? I know you do the market, you're selling online, but how often do you just run into people randomly just by having your socks and end up
Well,
making
really,
a sale.
once I had ran into that soliciting problem, I was like, okay, let me think of a different approach.
Be careful. You're
So-
like, I'll bring my duffel bag
What?
in there. She got to some cash.
Everywhere I go, I got this bag with me. But
Right on. Heck yeah.
I just really, how I do it, definitely I try to drive more traffic to the internet sales because everybody's on the internet. But ultimately, I just try to just make a conversation, and I always pick people's brain, no matter what it is or who it is, and and eventually it'll get around to what we both do, and from there I just kind of let them know, and I'm like, yeah, I got the bag in the car. You like to see?
Awesome.
So it just kind of leads from one thing to another.
Heck yeah. All right. Miracle, we at that time. We're going to do a few quick, rapid-fire questions.
Okay.
Right,
don't be coming nothing crazy.
Nah, I ain't going to do nothing crazy. Maybe one crazy one. All right. So, we both love to eat, man. What's the next meal you going to cook?
Probably steak, well done, with broccoli and corn.
All right. Out of all your designs, what's your favorite pair of socks?
My favorite pair, I like the Fruit Loops, actually. The long ones, because it has all the colors, and I can kind of mix and match with those.
Dope. Those are super popular, too. Next place you traveling. I know you be on the go.
My birthday, 31, baby. 31 and fine. Costa Rica. Shout out to Am.
Awesome. All right. Basketball or football?
Football all day. Cowboys, baby.
All right. R&B or hip-hop?
It depends if I got a lady or... But definitely, I probably go with jazz. Oh, that wasn't the question, though. Hip-hop.
All right. When you get that first million, what you gonna do?
Ooh. I'm going to buy my mama a house, and I'm going to take care of my family first, and then I'm probably just going to expand my business.
That's what's up.
For
All
sure.
right. If there was one business person that you could meet right now today and just pick their brain, ask a few questions, who would that be?
Ooh. That's kind of tough. It would probably be off of Shark Tank, which would probably be like Mark Cuban. I think he's a really good, he's a great entrepreneur. He's very smart, and he loves Dallas. He's, he's in Dallas. I think he kind of hit a couple of bases that I would be missing here in Dallas. So I think that would be somebody.
Hey, we're going to be in the Mavericks games this coming season, you know what I'm saying? Get you in there.
Right. Please do.
Right. Miracle, sister, baby, thank you so much for joining me. One more time, this Sunday is going down the 3rd annual Sock It To Me fashion show. It's going to be in Dallas, Texas at Lofty Spaces. For all y'all checking this out on Facebook, the link is in my status. You can go on there, get your tickets on Eventbrite. It's going to be special. We have food, drinks, a lot of models, a lot of different designers, right?
Absolutely. We got over 10 now. Designers, we got a live jazz band, like you said, free food, free drinks. It's going to be a great networking event. A lot of ladies, a lot of men. If you're single, come through. If you're not, bring your wife, bring your kids, bring your grandma and your granddad.
Yes, a lot of young professionals going to be in there.
Absolutely.
Definitely going to be able to get out and network. So I'm looking forward to it. Tell everyone one more time your website, your social media handles. Where can they find you?
My name is Marical Mitchell. I am on Facebook. Marical Sock Connoisseur Mitchell. Instagram is Upper Echelon Socks. Facebook Upper Echelon Socks. Email Upper Echelon Socks at Gmail Sock, like with the K, not an S, at gmail.com. Also my website www.upperechelonsocks.com. I do custom orders. I do fundraisers, anything that you want to do as far as sock branding. I'm that person. I'm that woman. So let me know anything that you want to do. Typically, the turnaround time with I do custom orders is about 25 days because, like I said, it's a process of knitting the sock, printing the sock, and making sure that you have everything that you want. So, and also any like media, like not media, but graphic work or any like internet things that need to be done, check out Empress Marketing. That is my design team.
What up, Chase?
She's awesome, and anything that you need as far as like any digital work, she can help you out. And that's Chase Silly Curls Martin. That's on Facebook. So
Chase, I'm gonna get with you, baby. I need some work done.
Exactly. So, and that's my design team. So she will be in the building, and a big shout out to her for always pulling it through and coming through in a clutch time to make sure that everything, and she always have my back and everything is grade A. And that's why this event is going to be epic.
Yeah, she does hold it down. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of networking, mixing and mingling. Come out, meet some people, shake some hands. You know, never know who you'll meet. This is DeRay, my special guest, my sister, Marical Mitchell. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the Austin Collab Money Talk. We're going to take a quick break. I got another super dope guest coming in.
She is super dope.
She's a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all got some legal trouble out there, you know what I'm saying, you're going to want to talk to my girl coming in here next. Very, very smart, talented young lady. We'll be back after this quick break. This is DeRay. This is the Austin Collab Money Talk. We'll be right back, man. And here's a little music.
All right, see y'all later. That was great. Awesome sauce.
Yeah. You know, gotta get this photo, baby.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, man. We got that thing popping. I feel like I ain't, like, it's like, man, like, I was the most amount of, like, absolute things right there. Hey, my girl bringing them viewers in. She getting them ratings popping.
Upper Echelon, hey, I better see everybody there that done chimed in. It's going to be crazy. 3rd annual. And like I said 150 people, but it really is going to be about 200. It holds 500 people, but it's going to be awesome. I mean, I want everybody to come out. I mean, you can't beat free food, free drinks, giveaways, a mix and mingling. We got a little after party. It's going down.
Yeah, it's going down. Come chop it up, meet some people, enjoy the beautiful day, get outside.
There it is. The heat of the sun. Where's pizza?
But you know, Betty, my next guest, she actually had her little launch party at that same
Right,
spot.
I remember. She told me.
Yeah.
She said she's coming through though on Sunday.
Oh, she gonna come? Alrighty.
So she on her way down?
Yeah, she did for me.
Yeah, okay. So yeah. I'm so ready.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I know, man.
Oh man, I'm freaking working so hard. I'm so ready to just like take a little break.
Yeah.
I didn't even know 6 ways was open. Or this is not.
Yeah. And Hurricane Harvey. Y'all know another day.
Okay.
We're gonna be right back. Got another dope guest coming in. We gotta get this photo out real quick. Come on, free meals.
Right, all day.
Hell yeah.
Entrepreneur style. So, do they just change rooms like whenever you're ready, or like?
What you mean?
Like change the mirror?
I got this one every Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's kind of like based on like schedule and what was available. Yeah.
So you plan on doing this like forever? I mean, not forever.
Yeah, but I'm like, see the future. Yeah, at least while like I get some products out. My own like I got to It's okay, Snooki said caught us at the end. It's alright, bro. Nah, man, I got a whole nother segment coming up, man. I got another guest coming in. We're gonna chop it up. She a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you start trying to climb that ladder to that, you know, financial success, man, you gotta have you a tough team. A financial advisor, a broker, an accountant, and a lawyer. Hey, and a pilot, Snook. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to fly that G4, baby. You dig? Ha ha.
Somebody just hit me up talking about how I read one of your messages to imply that you may have some new styles coming out soon for your upcoming show. Did I read that correctly? Pretty much saying, are you releasing some new designs soon? Thank you. Your socks are truly my new favorites.
What? That's what's up. My sister just got a message saying from someone saying that their socks or her socks are their favorite. And I've actually had some people tell me that at the market.
Socks
are
your
your
new
new
favorite. Woo.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, hold on. Did y'all see that? It goes down, guys. Quality over quantity.
Quality socks, man. What's up, Candace? Haha, yeah, I'm at work, baby. You know what I'm saying? Austin Collaborative, you dig that? Check me out, Austin Collab. Follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I don't only be on Twitter, though.
Crazy. Okay, so after this, then you're what you doing?
That you
I know. I'm getting it today.
Yeah, you gotta get it in this week. You know what I'm saying?
I'm already so sore. I'm gonna get it in though when the sun go down a bit.
Alright.
Cause I like to run outside. I tried to do the somebody call.
Yeah, who's this?
One time for the homie DJ Smooth.
I hear you.
Already,
I hear that.
I'm feeling thrown in this bitch.
I'm so high even when I come down. Just met a girl. Say she from the
Her name
is Tracy. Ain't nobody realer. Yeah, just hit the gym and not like a face killer. Got these poppers going crazy. Nigga, I'm the man. I said you girl I do when I can. She sent me one bag.
Upper Echelon Socks, baby, 30. Get it when I need it. Hey.
I want her to get a picture of us, like, kind of acting like we still talking.
It's probably like, you know, deleting apps and then recreating them. That's what I know I do. That app will get you. That app will get you.
You deserve from me. This is something I know.
Hey man, I appreciate everybody checking us out today. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the love and the support. Hope everybody having a great, what's today? Wednesday, great hump day. You know what I'm saying? Sending positive vibes to everybody out there.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Get out and make it happen. Chase your dreams. Don't sit on the sideline. My sister said earlier, man, you gotta put in that action, the work. You know? And do what you love to do. She has a passion for this. She's passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? She believes in it. When you're passionate about it, it's easy to sell it. Because you believe in it.
Exactly.
You know?
You have to believe in it. And then you have to be a risk taker. You have to be able to have nothing in order to gain something. Seriously. Like, you really have to risk it all.
Be willing to live with your mama.
Right, exactly. And it has to be something that's tangible. If you want to move your product very quickly and get a quick turnaround, if you're working currently, start your business now. If you're not working or whatever, have it something that's tangible that you can sell and get a quick return.
Right, yeah. See, I had to learn that, you know, because I started working. I started putting together a lot of content. You know, I'm sending out, you know, emails, putting out articles and blogs. When, like she said, I need a tangible product. Right. You know, like I said, I'm taking a page out of her book. I'm about to get these ebooks printed. So when I pull up on y'all, I'm going to say, hey, buy this. Right. It's going to be hard to tell me no to my face.
Right, the way he's so passionate about his finances and everything else that's rolling with his career, with his business, the Austin Collab, everything that he puts out is going to be quality content. I mean, this man works really hard. He goes to different places, sits outside for hours. He puts in that work, and that's why automatically he's going to prevail. So I'm just proud of him.
I appreciate that, man. You got to put in that work, man. A lot of people don't see the stuff that you do behind doors. Yeah.
They be ready for the glow up, but don't leave with the glow down.
That's true. You got another guest coming in, Bethel Zehaie, the law office of Bethel Zehaie. This is over here. This playing right now is who is this? Her, H-E-R. She's gonna be here with Bryson Tiller in the D-Town.
Fun facts. Last time we said stuff to keep people like fresh.
Fun facts.
Yeah, I'm saying stuff like you know, taking cold showers.
Oh yeah, the sound is right there. Oh yeah.
Just an interesting fact that I learned from my guy G. If you're ever in trouble or somebody is trying to rob you at the ATM, put your ATM pin in backwards.
Like,
shout out to G.
Bro?
Right. Let me find out.
Right. I need to add some more music to my mix.
Yeah, ooh, that one song. I like that one song.
What song?
It's called let's see. I'm so excited for this fashion show. It's going to be so crazy, don't we?
Hey, that was my girl, Her, or H-E-R. I don't even know how you pronounce it. But she put out some super dope music. She's going to be here with Bryson Tiller, Metro Boomin. This is the Ray. This is the Austin Collab Money Talk. We're live every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time on the Fishbowl Radio Network. In the first segment, if you guys caught us, I had my sister, Marical Michelin, talking about her business, Upper Echelon Socks. She got a big fashion show coming up this Sunday. We're going to have another guest in the studio shortly. So just hold on just a little bit longer. I promise you're going to have another guest. We're going to chop it up a little bit more about entrepreneurship. Anybody out there that's having some legal trouble or knows someone who may be having some legal trouble, my next guest may be able to help you out. We'll be right back. This is an oldie but goodie. Here we go. Guess who's back? Sort of actual like tripod.
You should do your stuff on YouTube too.
I mean, I've been putting, all the videos that I recorded on YouTube. Yeah, I can burn them from Facebook, put them on YouTube. Yeah, you ain't seen me repost them? Okay. Love the channel.
Wait, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. Right around the corner.
I saw your face on there and I was like, I got nervous, right? I thought I was going to Was it hard?
No, right? Y'all talking?
Okay, cool.
Knock it out real quick. So you gonna be there Sunday, right?
Yes, what time? Hey, where did I get my ticket?
Yeah, we'll be ready.
No, I'm just like, do I buy it?
You can do it at the door or
My
online.
link that you about to share.
Oh, okay. I need to pay. I know, I actually put it on my calendar. Yeah, I gotta remember that.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get out of here.
Cool.
I know, look at him. Money talks. Wednesday.
I like it.
Actually, can you get a couple pictures of us on her phone, like just to sit down and have you talking?
No, I'm so proud of Ray. His name.
It kind of gets different from that angle. Just like take 2 or 3 while we actually talking.
Oh, you're still on?
No, we just pretending.
Let me get my notes together real quick. Oh, just pretend? Okay.
Yeah, it's a miracle. Like, and I actually like talking to me. Yeah. Are you ready for this fashion show coming up, man?
Man, fashion show's gonna be epic. I'm so excited.
Super, man. A lot of people don't know how much work it takes in the planning in your video.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Because I was so like, the very first time I did it, I was just like, dang, I wonder if people
Let me
come.
slow it down.
No, that's good. That's
That's
perfect.
it.
I gotta run it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You're going to be ready when you get back, baby.
Okay, wait, what you gonna ask me?
You already asked me that.
I did the same thing. I was like, Ray, don't be doing no crazy stuff. Okay.
You know what I noticed though? The best time is when I'm just like relaxed.
Just you. Yeah.
I hate to stick it to my
Yeah, this is be relaxed, baby.
Okay, right.
All right, Marical.
Have fun.
Thank you so
Proud of
much. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Let me know if you get that.
All right, that's okay. Yo, what's up? Happy Wednesday, man. Love talking to entrepreneurs about their business. Trying to pick their brain, learn everything I possibly can. Improve and grow every day.
I'm nervous. I feel like I'm nervous, girl.
Don't be nervous. Have a
This is really cool.
yeah.
So how long?
Yeah.
You do?
I do, yeah. No. Oh, I just feel like
Oh no! Oh, you have favorites?
yeah. I'm trying to start getting paid for like what sponsorships.
Do you have a good like flow of people? I mean, listeners.
Alright. I've been getting like a lot of Facebook stuff.
That's really good. Hold on, let me get my notepad so if I forget a question, you know. Nah, I'm just gonna be me. That's what I did last time. You had a UTA. Oh, you were at the UTA then, right? It went really well. I think it was because I wasn't.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is cool. And yeah, I saw people commenting.
Oh yeah, you got to share it on your Facebook, please.
Okay, so do I share?
Just share the live video, my live video.
Yeah, this is really cool.
They're trying to say like a right about one back from the mic. You hear me?
You know what?
You're trying to say like about one from the mic.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're good. Oh, wait, so can I reach for my camera? Oh, can I put on the floor here?
Yeah.
I mean, the baby's taking all my nutrients. After the baby taking all my nutrients and my water. Okay, so what am I looking at?
Right here. We're talking right here.
Do I have to look here?
I don't have to. No, I can look forward.
This is pretty cool.
Just glance at what's time.
Oh, hold on, I'll make sure my hair look right.
Yeah, focus on this.
Oh, so don't look here, I have to look here.
Yeah.
And then, cool. That was okay, I did.
About to jump back in here after my girl Lil Kim finished rapping. Got my girl in here.
Hey, y'all.
Bethel, Betty.
They can see us right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You don't Snapchat?
Because the Facebook Live just goes all the way through? The Facebook Live just keeps going through?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is the delayed Facebook.
Right, it's a delay.
So right now, can I make videos?
Yeah. Yeah, but I can like edit it and like cut some of it out.
And then it just
But I just been putting the full ones on YouTube. So I'll go back and edit it.
This is really neat. I like this.
What?
Oh, my God. No, I don't have it. But can you just send us a screenshot of it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, got my girl Betty in here. About to chop it up. Talk about some entrepreneurship. Yeah, make that money.
Can you send me a screenshot?
Yeah, we want to take this. Yeah. Might take some milk. Like my face. Alright, you ready to do this? Hey!
Hey, this is DeRay. Catch my show, the Austin Collab Money Talk, every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time. On my show, you'll be able to hear all things regarding money, success, and personal development. Tune in on Wednesday in the Grace Stream. Jump in.
Stop what you're doing right now and listen to this track called The Right One by
Hey, this is DeRay. This is the Austin Collab Money Talk. Welcome back. Thank you guys that's been joining us so far and listening online, also watching on Facebook. As I said, as promised, I was able to hold my word. I have another special guest live in studio with me, Bethel Zehaie. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good, DeRay. How are you?
I'm great. I feel like I haven't saw you in a few weeks or
I
months.
know. I'm busy.
Hey, you stay busy. So, we have another entrepreneur in the building. Like I told you guys, I'm trying to speak with as many entrepreneurs, salesmen, businessmen, like-minded, positive individuals as I can. And this special young lady is a lawyer. Big time, shawty.
Hey, that's where I'm trying to go.
Hey, exactly. Exactly. It's not about where you're at, it's about where you're going.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about your law practice.
Sure. So, first of all, thank you, DeRay, for having me on your show.
Thank you for being here.
So, like DeRay said, my name is Bethel Zehaie, and I run my own law practice in Arlington, not too far from where the station is. We're located off of Lamar and Ball Parkway in the Bank of America building. My practice is focused in criminal defense and family law, and we also do traffic tickets all over the DFW Metroplex as well.
Right on, right on. So let's just jump back a little bit. What even made you want to, be a lawyer? Because I used to want to be a lawyer. I actually did. I don't know if I told you this. I went to this. We did this mock trial out in Stanford, and it was like 11 days. It was super cool. I was like, I'm gonna be a lawyer.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. So what made you want to be a lawyer?
Sure. So it's actually interesting. So I was actually a nursing major when I went to college at UTA. I was a nursing major when I started. And halfway through the program, I was actually wanting to be a forensic nurse. So I had some criminal justice classes under my belt.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So, and that just tells you it's never too late to change your major.
You and Brandy both changed it up.
We did. And so I just really, I didn't feel passion for nursing after, about a year into the program. And so, but I really, really enjoyed my criminal justice classes. I was just intrigued by the subject matter. And it seemed from my classes that there was a major issue in the criminal justice system. So I started taking some more criminal justice classes, did very well in that particular program. And halfway through my studies in college, I decided to switch majors. So I became a criminal justice major. And my professor ran one of the only undergraduate Innocence Project programs in the country. And so UTA Innocence Project was teamed up with at the time, it was Texas Wesleyan Law School. So we actually had an opportunity to do some hands-on work with some cases. And they're post-conviction cases where people have already been convicted, but they're raising claims of actual innocence.
That's the Innocence Project.
Correct. And they do great work. And they're very great work. And so I had an opportunity to work on some cases. And for me, I was so just very touched by, what some of these people were going through. I think it's, one of the greatest injustices is to be doing time in prison for a crime that you did not commit. I think there's and there's a quote that to me, I just try to always remember it in my practice. And when I'm defending my clients, is that it's better to let a guilty man go free than have a lot of innocent people in prison. And I really, truly believe that in that motto.
Yeah, definitely.
And we went to a couple different conferences, and I had an opportunity to meet with some of the exonerees, and it really just touched me. And from that moment on, I kind of realized I really wanted to be in the criminal justice industry, really make a life, make some changes, give people the proper representation that they deserve, so there are less instances of injustice with wrongful convictions. And so it kind of went from there. I never thought that I would. It wasn't really on my radar until then. So then I decided to take the LSAT, entered law school, was fortunate enough to do well in law school, and
Where'd you go to law school at?
I went to St. Mary's in San Antonio. Okay. It was a great experience.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And just this question just kind of jumped in my head as listening to you talk. Why do you think so many people are underrepresented, when they're going to court?
Well, so I guess are you asking why? What are some factors that lead to wrongful convictions?
Yeah, that too, or just why some people, it seems like a lot of, in particular, minorities are underrepresented in court.
So we did some studies and stuff like that, or I read some studies, and just from looking at some of the different cases, it's various factors. There's one of the main causes of wrongful conviction is eyewitness misidentification. You'll be surprised at how much you don't remember, but you think you do.
Right.
Prosecutorial misconduct, just overzealous prosecutors, and, poor defense attorneys, poor defense work. So it's just a combination of things.
Got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So your company is it's the law office of Bethel Zehaie, right?
Yes.
Now, how long has that officially been a company or business?
Since October of 2015.
October 2015.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But that wasn't. You didn't start that fresh out of college. You started working somewhere, right?
Right. So after law school, the market was kind of tough. So I did a couple of different things. I did work with a probate attorney. Also did internship in her DA's office. And then I ended up, fortunately, was able to get a full-time position with a law office out here in Arlington. It was a small practice. They did criminal defense and family law, very high volume. So I was very fortunate enough to have obtained great hands-on experience, right out of law school and as a young attorney.
Right.
And then in October, they were, just weren't able to, maintain a, full-time associate anymore. And so I stayed there and did some part-time work and started working on opening up my own practice. So I kind of got thrown into it, but I was very fortunate to have great mentors and friends who had already had opened up their practice. So I was able to get some really good guidance in the process.
Right. So what made you, I know you said you were able to get some guidance, but what made you just really want to venture out on your own, and how was that transition from, because we both made that transition from, working for another company, and now we're out on our own.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that transition.
Sure. So I will tell you that if you had asked me in law school, Bethel, could you ever see yourself running your own business? I would have told you absolutely not. It was terrifying. I thought of it, scared me. At that time, I didn't think it was for me.
It is scary.
It is very scary. So because you have to, as an attorney running your own practice, you got to know how to run the business side of it. But then you also have to practice law because that's what you do. You're an attorney. So it really wasn't planned out, to be honest. It just, at the time when the transition was happening at the firm that I worked for, I kind of got thrown into, either having to apply for another job, or am I going to leap out on faith and open up my own practice? And really and truly, a lot of it was leaping out on faith.
Right.
It really was.
That's what I wanted.
It really was. It honestly, yes. And I was fortunate. I did already have. I had some clients that kind of started walking in the door. I also am on the wheel in Tarrant County, and so I had already knew that I was going to be able to have some form of income.
That's good. That's always good to have some type of form of income.
Right, but it was still very tough because recruiting clients at the very beginning, it was very tough.
So yeah, go ahead and talk a little bit about how do you get your clients, and how do you get people to actually come and write you that check?
Sure.
Say, yes, I want you to represent me.
Yeah. So it's different ways. Obviously, you got to market and advertise yourself. Social media has been really, really helpful. Facebook, Instagram. You really have to put your name out there. Referrals are also a big avenue for getting clients. You have to do good work for people. People have to trust you.
Right.
And so, a lot of my referrals are from, previous clients who we did a really good job for. Or they also come from other attorneys or people who I've networked with. So networking is also extremely important. And one of my mentors
just talked about that on the first segment.
Yes, one of my mentors, and she's a good friend of mine. She told me, Bethel, you have to network. You have to get yourself out there. The clients aren't, they're not just going to come to you. So networking with other people in the community, and then other attorneys also will refer me cases. So don't burn your bridges. You never know who you're going to need.
Right.
Because I've also gotten cases from some of my colleagues as well.
Right.
So.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So you said when you are getting these clients, one of the things that you have to do is build trust. So how do you build that trust and build rapport with these clients?
Sure. And that's been something that's very important to me. I take very seriously. You have to be honest with your clients. I mean, you have to give an honest case evaluation.
That's sometimes hard to do.
I'm sorry?
Is that sometimes hard to do?
I think the hardest thing is not, you know, some people, when people come in, you know, doing criminal defense and family law and traffic tickets, people are in very high stress situations. You're dealing with people's money, their kids, and their freedom. And
Those
so
are serious things
very
to deal
serious
with.
things. And so you cannot just tell a client what they want to hear. That's
Right.
not being a good attorney.
Nah.
So I really, you know, take pride and take it very seriously to make sure that I give my clients a very honest case evaluation. You know, you don't want to make a promise or a guarantee about the outcome of a case because you truly don't know how a case will turn out.
Right.
Because there are so many other factors
Right.
that can affect the outcome of a case. You know, and that's what I always tell my clients too. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You have to be honest with me. You know,
Right.
That's I mean, just really just being honest with them and telling them, you know, hey, look. But you know, we tell them what we are going, the services that we're going to provide to them, and try to
Right.
give them a good step by step on what's going to happen in our involvement, what may happen. You know, from the opposing party. So.
Got it. So I know you said you get a lot of clients through social media. Just go ahead and let's do this shameless plug. If someone is going through any legal trouble or knows someone who is, where can they find you on Facebook, Instagram? Where can they find you?
You mean as far as my social media pages?
Social media, phone
Okay.
number, how
Okay,
they get
yeah,
in contact
sure.
with you.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
All of
go
that.
on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Law Office of Bethel Zehaie, Bethel Zehaie PLLC. Like us, share the page as well.
Yes.
Um,
Share that.
Our office number is 817-303-2161. We also have a mobile number that our amazing assistant, I'm going to have to give her a shout out, Marical, carries on her at all times. That office mobile number is 469-254-2305.
Good.
And then we also have our Instagram page. It's at Zehaie Law.
Yeah, if y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all watching my live videos, or not live videos, but my video feed, I got it on there as well. So next question. As far as, I just completely lost my train of thought, but as far as, you know, being an entrepreneur, you just gave your assistant a shout out. Now, I know when me and you or Brandy have talked, you know, you were wearing all the hats. You're doing everything.
Yes.
And I mean, you working extremely long hours. When did you finally say, you know what, I need some help to come in and kind of handle some of this work? When did that take place?
So I would say about early January of this year, I realized that I had to have an assistant because I want to practice law. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be able to work on my cases the proper way. And so in order for me to be an effective attorney for my clients, I can't do a lot of the administrative stuff.
Right.
And and here's the thing: in order for your business to prosper, and I'm saying this from experience, you got to spend money to make money.
Yeah,
So I had to release that fear of hiring an assistant and having to pay somebody else because it honestly worked out in my favor. In our favor because the business has been growing.
That's good.
And I'm able to provide great services to people because I have more time now to actually work on my cases.
Exactly.
And to interview clients and
Right.
to interview witnesses
Right.
and just do a proper investigation of these cases because Ms. Galaviz is now taking care of a lot of the work that I was doing. And so it's just at a certain point you have to make that decision about where you want your business to go. And like I said earlier, it was very much so also stepping out on faith, and just having that additional expense because you also want to make sure that you keep your overhead expenses low. But I think an assistant is very, very vital to your business once you get to a point where you just get very busy because there's no way that you can be successful at your business and then also, and just do it all,
Right.
Yeah.
So just like we said on the last segment, there's no business without sales or getting clients, in her case, to come in. So, being an entrepreneur, there's a lot of things that you can do. And Betty could probably attest to this, we can do busy work all day. It's always something that needs to be done. So you can be doing that all day, but we also need to focus on the money producing activities.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, being a lawyer is super cool. I think that's a cool profession. Like I said, I used to want to be a lawyer. One of my favorite shows is Suits. And, they got a lot of different TV shows out there about, first 48 people, getting convicted actually needs, good representation. So I just want you to, you talked about, focusing your all on a case and making sure that you're doing quality work. Can you just walk us through like the process of when someone does hire you and you get a case? Like, what's the first thing you do? How long does it take? Are there shorter time frames before you actually go to trial? Just walk us through an example of a case.
Sure. So, a lot of the stuff that I do for criminal cases and family law cases, they coincide. I mean, you have to, in some cases they're different. Some cases, like for example, in a criminal case, some cases will plea out, because we'll be able to work out and negotiate a very good plea deal for the client. Okay. And then same thing with family law. Most cases in family law end up settling. Now, both in family law and criminal defense, there are times where we have to go to trial. Now, I love going to trial.
How many trials have you been to? Just real quick.
I've tried over 10 criminal trials, and then I've had 2 family law trials.
Okay, yeah. So just talk about one of those times when you went to trial. Like,
sure.
What was that process like?
So when you're working up a case for trial, when you get any case, you should work it up as if you're going to trial, because you never know how a case is going to turn out. And I learned that from my mentors, which was some of the best advice they gave me.
We're gonna get back to that mentorship.
Okay. So yeah, because it's very, very important.
Right.
So typically when I work up a case, I have to interview my client, get their side of the facts and what happened. Interview any witnesses that I may need to have. You got to interview your witnesses. There's usually a bunch of documents we got to subpoena and look through. I won't try a case by myself. I have some great colleagues that I can call on to try cases with me, and then we sit down and we bounce ideas off of each other. So you have to investigate your case. I do, especially in my criminal cases, my new motto has been, I will not try a case without an investigator in most cases, because I need that additional help. I need somebody else to go out there and talk to these witnesses and even interview my clients as well. Just the truth of the matter is, and most attorneys can tell you that, sometimes our clients are not truthful, and it's not to their benefit, because I tell them, I don't like surprises. I need to know everything. Right. You and I are one. So we're on the same team. Right. So, but people sometimes have a fear, until they get comfortable. So, and then you get ready to go to trial. I mean, there's a lot of courtroom time. There's a lot of pretrial motions we have to file and argue. And sometimes you'll be ready to go to trial and have that case prepped up. And on the day of the trial, it'll end up settling. That's happened too. Yeah.
You get nervous?
Of course. Every time.
Right.
Of course, yeah, it's very, very nerve-wracking, because there's a lot of pressure in terms of, this is somebody's life in your hands. If it's a family law case, you're dealing with people's money and their kids. If it's a criminal case, I'm dealing with somebody's freedom, their criminal record, their future is in my hands. Right. So it's there's of course there's that pressure, and then you want to do well for your clients as well. No matter what the outcome of a trial is, if we end up going to trial or a settlement negotiation. I always tell my clients, you may not get every single thing that you want, and you're probably likely not to,
Right.
But at the end of the day, if I know that I've worked up their case 100% and I've done everything that I can do as their attorney, as their advocate, then I can, walk away from a case and say, okay, I did my job.
Right. So I know you said you've done 10 criminal and 2 family.
It's been about over 10 criminal and 2.
So out of all the cases, how many plea bargains have you had?
I can't even. It's
a lot.
A lot.
Right. Mm-hmm. So are you just normally honest with it? The client say, "Hey, man, we should plea this down versus taking it to trial," and it costs them less to plea out, right?
It does, but we really, the way I look at it, at the end of the day, it's always the client's decision, whether they want to take a case to trial, whether they want to plea. You advise your client, but you don't ever pressure them. Right. The way I do my practice is I don't ever pressure my clients to take a plea deal, but I would advise them if I think they need to take this and run with it, or if it's something that let's go ahead and set it for trial, because I don't feel like you're getting a fair offer here.
Gotcha.
So, and once you build that rapport, clients will trust you, and so they, most of my clients have ended up making good decisions for themselves. But I'm sorry. Let me backtrack to the question. Did you say what was you asked me a specific question about pleas versus trial? How did you say? How many of them?
How many you had? Yeah.
It's been a lot.
Right. Okay. So
over 100 maybe.
out of all those cases that you've tried,
Mhm.
which one stands out to you the most, or you felt like was your biggest accomplishment, or the best one that like, man, I really feel good about this win.
Yeah. So my last criminal trial, we had a client. Actually, I was second chair on that one. I was fortunate to try it with a really prominent
So second
defense.
chair for people who don't know this terminology.
So there's like the lead attorney. Sorry, there's a lead attorney on a criminal case, and then the second chair is the basically the co-counsel.
I feel like I learned that watching that OJ show.
Yeah. Or if you watch Law and Order,
Right. But go ahead and tell us about
So
that.
basically, yeah, because you never try a case alone. That's what that's what I've been told, and it's held to be true.
Right. OJ had a whole team.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so we had the last criminal trial I had was in Dallas. We had a client who was charged with indecency and public lewdness. I was fortunate enough to get to sit on this case with a very prominent Tarrant County attorney. He's a great defense attorney, and we ended up getting 2 not guilty.
Hold on, what was he charged with again? I'm sorry.
Public lewdness and indecency.
So what is
exposure? They're both misdemeanors.
Okay.
So essentially, in that case, what was so important, why it was so great for us to get the 2 not guilties, is we felt like there was a lot of prosecutorial overreach. Like, they didn't charge it as a proper offense, and really, in our opinion, it wasn't a criminal offense. It was more, it was adultery, and our argument was this is not a crime, and he shouldn't have to answer to you, 6 jurors. He's going to have to answer to his wife, and but we were really happy, and the client cried because even if it's they were misdemeanor offenses, but even misdemeanors can carry severe consequences. So that was a trial that's definitely very memorable. I mean, the client was just to express so much, gratitude, and he was so thankful. And people make bad choices all the time, but most people deserve a second chance. So.
I agree. Yeah. So, do you remember your very first trial?
I do. It was a capital murder.
It was a capital murder.
It was. So, like I said,
Tell us about that. That sounds serious.
It was a cold case out of Tarrant County. It was
cold case.
1983. Local family, I think it was a local pawn shop owner, had been shot and killed in his home. If I remember correctly, it was a few years ago. But it was the first case I tried with the old firm that I worked for, and I worked at that firm for about a year and a half. It was a great experience. I got a lot of great hands-on trial experience.
Yeah, what was that like?
In criminal
how long
defense.
Did that case last?
It lasted about a week.
That's it?
Yeah, it was about a week.
That just seems like a short period of time, like do all your investigation and
well, the trial lasted about a week.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay.
but the case, I think the firm had actually had the case well before I got there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it had been pending for a while.
Got it. Okay, I got you.
But we were able to. So it was capital murder. After the case got, we tried the case for about a week. Before the jury went out to make their decision, we were able to actually strike a plea deal with the state. And I think our guy it was pled down from a capital murder to murder, and he got about 15 years, which was really
compared to what
possible life sentence, which would have been the max. Mm-hmm. So it was a great experience. I learned a lot. Had a great opportunity to learn from an amazing attorney. He's a big-time lawyer in Tarrant County, knows his stuff. I learned a lot from that trial. But yeah, I mean, I was definitely nervous. I looked at my boss and I said, "Are you sure you want me to do this?" And he said, "You're going to get out there and you're going to do your opening argument." And I said, "Okay."
There you go.
So it was really good. And trial is an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
You either love to go to trial or you don't like to go to trial. And I love going to trial. It's an adrenaline rush. It's fun. It's very tiring.
Right.
But it's
remember
definitely
that mock trial I did. It was exciting while you were in there.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So how do you go into preparing an opening statement? How long does it have to be? Is it a time frame?
It depends on every court is different.
But you have to gain people's attention. Like that.
You do.
Powerful, right?
You do. And so it's very important to get a lot of in any industry that you're in, it's always important to make sure you keep up with your make sure you take classes, make sure you're up to date on the rules and the laws and whatever industry that you're in.
Right.
Make sure you have those resources. I mean, for me, the best thing, with my goal to be a trial attorney, be one of the best trial attorneys, that's really, important for me. I try to, go to at least one trial training a year so I can learn from the best of the best.
Right.
So.
So
Because you learn a lot of skills and tactics, and you learn how to communicate with jurors.
right, I think that's extremely important.
Very.
Whatever your craft is, continue learning,
Right.
improving, going to seminars, conferences, reading books.
Mhm.
Whatever your craft is, make sure, like she said, you're putting in that work, that effort into learning to make sure that you're up to par, or
Right.
above par. So I just want to ask you, from that first capital murder trial to the last one you did, what is like one or two things that you've learned in going to those trials and being a lawyer?
This is something that's definitely been real helpful for me is that jurors, you don't want to come across off as being a pompous attorney. They just it's important to just talk to people and communicate and get your client. The biggest thing I think I learned and that I continue to implement in any case that I have is to tell your client's story. You need to know your client. You need to learn your client's story. Because in a lot of my cases, my clients, after interviewing them, they've given me a lot of good information that has allowed me to help them out in their cases. So that's really just being able to communicate effectively with jurors, and also to make sure you tell your client's story. And in order to tell your client's story, you need to know your client.
Right. So it sounds like I could be a lawyer as long as I can communicate effectively, ask good questions.
There's a lot to it, but yeah,
Listen.
it's really, I love being an attorney. It's definitely fun, and it's very rewarding.
Right. That's good. Well, keep up the great work. You're doing an amazing job. I'm proud of you. You inspire me.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too.
Appreciate it, being a fellow entrepreneur. So like I said earlier, I wanted to get back to that mentorship part, because I think it is extremely important in having a mentor. First off, how did you find your mentor? How did you meet him? Was it college professor, or how did that come about?
Honestly, I feel like I have a few different mentors. So in some of my what I call some of my mentors are some of my colleagues that have been out probably about the same time as I have. So you just never know what people have to offer to you, and so they a few of them are they're really attorneys from that I practice with, that I see in the courtroom all the time.
Right.
And I've just been able to establish a positive relationship with them to where if I have any question, or I just want to bounce an idea off them, or I just want to confirm something, some kind of information, about the law or something,
Right.
I'm able to just reach out to them, and they'll answer the phone like that. They'll send me an email like that, or they'll meet with me.
That's good. So that, like I said, mentorship is extremely important. Whatever your craft may be, you want to find someone who's a little bit ahead of you, who's maybe already achieved some of the results that you want to, that's already, in her case, experienced some success in the courtroom, and just get around these people, pick their brains, and like you said, when she calls them, they're willing to help and offer the, any advice or suggestions that they may have.
Yeah.
So being an entrepreneur, there's so much that's going on, and you're always learning, constantly learning, and like I was telling Marical before you came in, there's some things I would have done differently when I first started. So looking back on from when you first started, what are some things that you may have done differently? Just kind of looking back and reflecting.
Sure. I think one of the things is I wish I would have had an assistant earlier on. I really do, because it truly has made a world of a difference in my practice.
Really?
Very much so. Because you're able to focus on recruiting clients as well, so you can focus on your practice. And then also just more marketing and more advertising. You have to put your name out there. People have to see you.
Yeah.
And something that one of my friends had told me, which I think is extremely important, is you have to use different avenues of networking and kind of use a combination. So social media, networking at different events, always have business cards on you, because that's something that I now am practicing. Gotta have the business cards on you.
Never know
So
who
just
you're gonna where you're gonna meet.
right. And then also just going, door to door and meeting different people and different businesses in the community. So
Right.
I wish I would have, because at one point I was just sticking to one form of marketing, and it didn't necessarily yield the results that I wanted. And so when I started
That's true.
changing, when I started changing things up with the marketing and using different avenues, that yielded a lot more results. So.
See there, and if you guys are joining us on the first time, but me and Miracle were just talking about like how I was trying to take a different approach and actually, like she said, going door to door, like getting out there and getting face to face in front of these people and meeting different people. So I'm with you.
And keep your overhead low. That's the third thing.
Right.
You know, I was spending a lot of, in my opinion, a lot of unnecessary funds. Like if you don't necessarily have to have your own office out of the gate. You know, I worked from home for a while, and and then when I was, I felt like I had the flow to get my own office. At a certain point, I had to, because for meet clients, get an affordable phone service. So keep your overhead low. There's ways to do it too, especially with Facebook is very cheap for advertising, and so is Instagram.
That's true.
Don't get trapped. Because I got trapped with some of these expensive marketing companies. So just do your research before you dish out a lot of money for marketing and advertising.
Absolutely. So I know you said having an assistant helps a lot. You've been extremely busy. So kind of just tell everyone right now what you're working on, right? What's currently on the workload? So,
aside from the, day-to-day cases that, the case that we have to do, I think I've got, a major trial coming up on June the 19th. So I'm pretty much working on that every day, moving forward.
Okay.
And
what
then
case is that?
it's a possession of or unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. But our guy's looking at a lot of time because of his history.
He's a felon.
Unfortunately, the system allows, allows, your punishment range to, be very high based on what your criminal history is.
Just for having a gun?
So, yeah, unfortunately.
How much time is he?
Allegedly, he had a gun. Allegedly.
Right. Okay. So that's one major case, obviously.
Yeah. So that's my next big trial coming up. I got a few contentious family law cases, child custody issues. So those are some of the things that I got working on. And then of course, we handle tickets. Not gonna be afraid to put in a plug. If you're in Dallas, Fort Worth area, we do traffic tickets.
3 red light tickets right now.
Oh.
They tripping, right?
Well, those are civil in nature, but call us if you need to get your driver's license. Help get your driver's license reinstated. Because stop driving around without no license.
That is
it's
not,
just
the
tickets get very expensive once they start stacking up. They really do.
It's harder and harder.
It really does. It's like it's so hard to crawl out of that hole.
It is. My friend, they had a license in 10 years. Yeah, like the SR22, whatever the heck that. Like he done went like so far beyond like. But anyways, I ain't put his business out there.
Yeah, it just
crazy. Like, because my point is that they do build up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right.
Yeah, those are the things we got working.
Awesome, Betty. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
You know what I'm saying? So again, Bethel Zehaie, the law office of Bethel Zehaie.
Yes.
On Instagram, he's on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So definitely check her out if you're in any legal trouble, have any tickets, or you know someone who is. Us entrepreneurs like to get referrals.
Give us a call.
Yeah, definitely. Give them the number one more time.
It's office number is 817-303-2161. Our mobile number is 469-254-2305, and you can also DM us on Facebook.
Absolutely. So I can't let you go without doing our rapid questions. I gotta dish them out. I feel like I'm gonna have to start recycling some of these questions. So I'm gonna give you a quick question. You just give me the first answer that comes to your head.
Okay.
Let's see here. Favorite TV show?
Law and Order.
Law and Order. Next place you're planning to travel?
New York.
All right. When you're not working, what would you prefer to be doing?
At home on the couch watching Netflix. Seriously.
Sounds good.
And hanging out with my family. I love spending time with my family.
Right on. This is between us, boy or girl?
It's a girl.
Hey.
Yes.
Young lady.
I'm excited.
Okay. All right. what's the big future plans for your law office? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hopefully, opening offices in different cities. To be the story is to be continued.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. Well, ma'am, I definitely appreciate you coming through to spend some time with you. I know you're extremely busy. Thank you so much.
thank you, DeRay.
I'm sure we'll be chopping it up again. I'm sure it won't be the last time. Good luck with your practice. Good
Thank
luck
you.
with everything going forward. You know, I'm sending much love and positivity your way.
Thank you.
know
You
what
too,
I'm saying?
DeRay. Thank you.
Guys, this has been another live episode on Facebook, on the Fishbowl Radio Network, the Austin Collab Money Talk, every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The rest of the month is going to be super cool. I got some really fun and unique, neat guests coming in. Next week, I got my boy Darian Butler coming in. He's a realtor. Anyone out here looking to buy a home, sell a home, he's going to come in. He's going to chop it up with me about the real estate. I got an author coming in later on this week of a really cool book. I'm about to start reading it, but it looks real cool. It looks like it's a thriller. It got a lot of twists and curves, and I like those type of books. Actually different from, the normal business, personal finance, self-development books that I read. So I got an author coming in. I got a fashion designer, got his own clothing line. Family has his own cleaning service. So I got a lot of real cool people coming in. Going to be doing a Skype interview with my cousin who's in fitness, health, and nutrition. Health is wealth. So important. Thank both of my lovely guests for coming in today. Marical Mitchell with Upper Echelon Socks. Bethel Zehaie. Thank you, Betty. I love you. This is DeRay. I'm signing off. The Austin Collab Money Talk. Thanks to everyone who checked us out today on Facebook and online. Everyone have a blessed day.
Are we off?
We done.
That's cool. How was that?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you just talk, when I talk, it flows better for me.
right, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
hot.
it's a little warm in here.
Oh man, it is so hot.
We gotta move this
Are you done for the day?
I'm
in
not
here?
quite. Yeah, I'm done here. Yeah. That's it. That is it. We out, y'all. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.